Hey everybody, it's time for CAPI Live. I hope everybody's had a great week. I know I have. We will give it a few minutes for everybody to get on and we will get started. Where is everybody? I feel so lonely. Where art thou, people? Who will be first tonight? Will it be Cora? I think so. Usually it is. No, it's John. John is first tonight. Wow, that never happens. Hey, John, how's it going? And there's Beth. Hey, Beth. Everybody's popping on all at one time. We got John. We got Beth. Where is everybody? Lydia. Hey, Lydia. Be careful driving, Lydia. It's storming up there. Yeah, well, it's storming here now. It's just kind of like a steady rain. Hey, Michelle Heron. Michelle Heron, are you in, what was it, Tennessee, I think? Are you in Tennessee now? I know you were supposed to be going to Tennessee. I think it was Tennessee. For a few months. Yes, I was right. I always like it when I'm right because my memory usually doesn't serve me very well. So whenever I'm right, it's kind of like a victory. It's like my little small victory. Yes, hello everybody. Yeah, we still don't have the camera system on this system. I'm on my phone again, obviously. Instead of the computer. But as soon as we figure that out, I am going to get it fixed so that we can do those reviews, the paranormal show reviews. Hey, Andrew, welcome aboard. If there's anybody on right now that you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell and then punch the like button right in the middle of his forehead and just join us every Sunday night at 9 p.m. so that we can talk nothing but paranormal. Or usually the way it goes, we talk about everything except paranormal. Just whatever happens that night, I guess. Is anybody else having to deal with the storms? It was like stormy here earlier. Joey's here, yay! Timmy Cameron, hey, what happened to you all giving me the results to your visit? It's been a year and many attempts to contact you with no success. I don't understand why you haven't been able to contact us. We are behind on results because we're having to do case studies. We're not doing any other cases anymore. How can I get you? Have you tried to contact me, Tammy? You shouldn't have any trouble contacting anybody on the team, especially if you're trying to contact me or Beth. You should never have any trouble with that. Do you have the numbers? We will figure that out. The only booms we've hearing up here are the beginning of jump on the 4th with works, with fireworks. Yeah, no, we've been hearing that a lot too. I was coming home the other day from work, and there was a huge fireworks show in the sky coming into Pike Road. Tammy, are you on YouTube? Not on YouTube, on Facebook. Yeah, Beth says you tried to contact me. That's where some people are setting off dynamite, right? It sounds like it. Ah, why did I go blank? I just went blank. Y'all give me a second. I can't see your comments. For some reason, I just went blank. I am trying my best to figure it out right now. I do not know why I just went blank. I hope I'm not blank to you guys. Can you guys still see me? All right, now I'm back up. Weather's been crazy. Number still saying do not do Facebook. Tammy Campbell. Oh, yeah, I remember you telling me you'd been in the hospital. But you haven't tried to contact me. Oh, you said you haven't tried. I got you. Yeah, Tammy, look, what the deal. Hey, Maria, what the deal is we're super behind on case studies and reveals. I mean, when I say super behind, I mean super behind. We're actually not taking any more cases, new clients or anything like that, so that we can concentrate on nothing but case studies. So all that'll be coming out soon. I do apologize. I do wish I'd known you. I know we talked a couple, maybe a month ago. You and I did, Tammy, and that's been definitely within the year. You made it sound like you've been trying to get us, and we ain't answering you. It's been a year and many attempts to contact you, no success. We just talked like a couple of months ago, if even that long. I hope you're feeling better, though. I really hope you're feeling better. Send me a text, Tammy. If you have my number, send me a text. Yeah, we're way behind on that stuff, guys. I apologize. It just got so busy to where we were doing investigation after investigation after investigation after investigation, and we didn't have time for case studies. So unfortunately, because we're a team that does not gain, we don't profit from what we do. We all have to be out there working full-time jobs, and so that's what our team does. On the weekends, we investigate. On the weekdays, we're doing our jobs. Okay, I think I have it, Beth, but just in case, send it to me. Thank you so much. And Tammy, as soon as she sends it to me, sometime in the next couple of days, I'll call you, and I'll let you know what's going on with it. But yeah, we got super behind, and so now we're playing catch up. but we will get all the evidence done as soon as humanly possible. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate that. It was a hard decision to make. That Beth, myself, and John kind of all put our heads together. It was a tough decision to make to stop doing cases. It was very tough because that's what we do. We investigate. But because of the clients that we have already, to be fair to them and get their cases studies done and their potential evidence out to them, we were unable to continue to do investigations for now. So we've kind of given a little siesta on investigating. And I do apologize for that. But we will get that out to everybody as soon as humanly possible. Made it 12. Won't be able to hear for a few. That's fine. Okay. All right, let's start off with the how is it that I have 12 people on right now but only 6 likes? How is that even possible? Come on, guys, hit that like button for me. Smash that like button right in the middle of its forehead. That helps with the algorithm on how they show the videos, so that really will help us out if you guys hit that like button. No, if you had not caught it, everything gets so overwhelming, but I have started on a report to MUFON, but I have not finished it due to being overwhelmed. You have definitely been missing out. I bet. Yeah, your place is always a hotbed. That's a fact. But we will get that everything taken care of. And Beth is going to send me your number, and we'll talk in the next couple of days, Tammy. And I'll let you know exactly where you're at. You're not the only one, I promise you. Unfortunately, you're not the only one. We've definitely got to get that done. All right, let's do prayer request. Let's add Tammy to the prayer request, whether she likes it or not. Let's add her to the prayer request. You're welcome, Tammy. She's been, let's see, being sick and life support. She's been on life support. She's been in surgery. That she's been having a go of it. So let's keep her on our prayer list. Unspoken ×2 on my end. Keep myself and Paramama in your prayers as we continue to adjust to the being here and figuring everything out and what the next step is and all that good stuff. Keep the team in your prayers as well. We start our new, and we're going to talk about on upcoming events, but start our new radio show a week from Monday. So a week from tomorrow, we start our new radio show, and it'll air on the 15th, Saturday at 7 p.m. But we'll talk about that. But just keep us on your prayers. We're trying to build that and get people's interest up and get some sponsorship. So keep that on your prayer list as well. Yes, definitely keep Preston in your prayers as he still deals with cardiac issues. I'm leaving to Guatemala in 41 days. Definitely keep Andrew in your prayers. Be real careful, Andrew. An unspoken on Beth's end, John. There's an unspoken on Beth's end. Saw grandmother the other day. Her birthday was the 28th. She was doing pretty good. Awesome. Tell her we said happy birthday. And tell her we've been praying for her. Alyssa. Dakota. Sorry. Didn't mean to Guatemala. Yeah, so definitely keep Andrew in your prayers as he leaves the country. Thank you, John. Hey, will you grab my drink out of the bedroom, please? Yeah. All right. If you guys, yes, John for John needs a job. Yeah, John needs a job. Job needs John. Yeah, there's a job out there that needs John, and we want to pray for it. I was fixing to say that, and then it popped up job, and I was trying to say John and job at the same time. Thank you, baby. And so it came out that way. So keep John on your prayer list for a good job. And if you have a prayer request that you want to put in, but you don't want to say it on air or write it up here or whatever, then just go to John's email address. He just popped it up there. It's jbowen.cappy@gmail.com. That's jbowen.cappy@gmail.com. Go to that and send him all your prayer requests, and he will have those put in for you. Yes, Beth, there is water running. I apologize. Is that loud? There's nothing I can do about it, though, because it's in the enclosures to my left. There are 1, 2, 3, 4 enclosures to my left for animals. There's snakes and turtles and lizards. And
squirrels.
Sure. Yeah. So I'm sorry. It's so loud. There's nothing I can do.
That's squirrels.
Wonder what we could do to make that less.
It's just a cleaner, I think.
I know it's the filter, but. You see him poking his head out. He squirtles. This is the turtle.
Is it glitching?
Yeah, probably the weather. Uh-oh, chat is disconnected. We may have to leave and come back.
Uh-oh. I'm going to take curls to my morning.
Can y'all see me? Am I still here? Maybe it's just me. Can you all still see me? I see you. Yes, I see you. Can you see me? No, I can't see you, Beth, but I can read you. All right. Yeah, that was Squirtles the Turtles. I'm sorry, guys. The system just went down completely. But I am obviously still broadcasting because you guys are still streaming. Excuse me. You guys can still see me. So you're still on. Okay. Thank you. I'm all green on the system. So I don't know what's going on. Oh, well. We just won't have that part. All right. Well, that means I'm just going to be on the phone part, and I won't see your text as much. I will see them, but not much. Only when someone says something, and then only for a few seconds. All righty. Let's see if we can't figure this out. All right. So, like I said, if there are any more prayer requests, just pop them up there. And if I don't see them, John will. And if you don't want to put them up there, just go to his website or his email. And it is jbowen.capi@gmail.com. All right. And he just popped it back up there again. Thank you, John. All right. So upcoming events. Well, the biggest upcoming event we have is just talking about during the keeping us in your prayers. And that is the radio show. That's right. The radio show. CAPI is going live. It actually won't be live. It actually will not be live at first. Here's what we're going to do, guys. Let's see if I can get this to pull back up. Here's what we're going to do. I cannot pull that up no matter what I do. So let's do this. All right, we'll see if that'll work. Anyway, no, I guess it's just completely toast. It's not there. All righty. Hey, Insane. All right, here's what we're going to do. The the recording of the first episode is Monday the 10th. So it's 1 week from tomorrow. We'll be recording the first episode, the first show. You guys will hear that first show on 100. It's either going to be 101.5 or 100.9. I'm thinking it's going to be 101.5 FM out of Selma, out of Valley Grande. And you will actually hear what we record on Monday, a week from tomorrow, on the 15th, Saturday the 15th at 7 p.m. You can tune in to 101.5 if you're in this area. You can tune in and you'll hear us every Saturday night. We will record for the first season. We're going to record the show every Monday evening at 5:30. Okay, so we'll record the show every Monday evening at 5:30. That show will air every Saturday evening at 7 p.m. And all this is Central Standard Time. So for this first season, we're not going to be able to do stuff like live call-ins and stuff like that because we won't have, they won't hear us while we're on there. And we're going to see, we're testing the waters. I won't see how it goes. But I think it's going to go really well. I think it's going to be a huge hit. I really do. And because of that, season 2, we're going to start live broadcast, most likely every Saturday night or every Sunday night. I don't know. We'll figure that out. We'll figure out when we're going to do the live episode. I've already signed the contracts. Everything's done. I've already sold the first episode. I'm working to sell the whole first season and the first half of the next season. So everything's looking great with it. Everything is coming along really, really, really well. Do their shows on the internet for those of us who can't. I don't know. Let's look at that real quick. I tried to look at that last time. If it'll let me, for some reason this thing keeps going in and out. Okay, there it goes. 101.5, the mix for all your classic country hits. Let's see. Yes, actually you can, but I don't think there's a podcast. There will be a podcast for us. So here's what you can do, guys. Here's what you can do to listen if you're not in this area, Central Alabama, but you still want to hear the radio show, which you're going to because it's going to be amazing. It's going to be us there and talking and the whole team is going to be on this first show, either in studio or via satellite, right there, and we're going to be able. We're gonna do the first show right there together. And we have a new sponsor for that show. And that very first show, it's Hancock Barbecue in Selma. It's an amazing barbecue place. If you've never been, if you ever go to Selma, you've never been to Hancock's out on 22, you need to get out there, check them out. They do not sponsor this show. I just really love them. I ate there the other day. It's amazing. It's worth it. It really is. It's worth the drive to Selma just to eat there. It really is. But anyway, here's what we're going to do. They do podcast, but it's the podcasts that are on each individual show. So we're going to have podcast out very soon, and you can listen to our shows on, via podcast by whichever streaming, podcast streaming service you can get. I don't know. I'm placing that in the hands of Stephanie and John. I don't know anything about how to do any of that stuff. So, but we're going to find a podcast, because once we record the shows, those shows will be given to us to do a podcast as well as on the radio. See what I'm saying? So, excuse me. So when you can either listen to it that way, or you can, if you have an Alexa, you can tell Alexa, all you have to do is say, hey, Alexa, enable the Mix 101.5 skill. Enable the Mix 101.5 skill. That's all you have to do to Alexa. I don't know about Siri or anything. I don't know if they stream on there or not, but I know Alexa can. And you can listen to that live while we're doing it, or while it's being played on the radio, not while we're doing it, because we'll be doing it Monday, but you'll hear it Saturday. But while it's being played on the radio, you can do that live just by telling Alexa to enable the Mix 101.5 skill. So yes, you can do that if you're not in this area. You can either listen to our podcast that we're going to create, or if you want to get it sooner or hear it while it's airing, then you can do it via Alexa. Just tell Alexa to enable the 101 mix. It has to be Mix 101.5 skill. 101.5 skill. That's all you got to do. So yes, the answer to that question is yes. You can listen even if you're not. I keep putting my hand in the camera there. Maybe we could set up a meet and greet at the barbecue place. Oh yeah, that'd be awesome. Definitely down for that. I will talk to her. She's super excited about doing the show. I think she's going to do more shows. It's just I hit her at a really bad time. A lot of schools and athletic teams that hit her up. But I think she's kind of like wanting to see how it goes. Once she sees how it goes, I think it's going to go. She's going to want to kind of jump in the deep end and just go with it. I think everybody is. I've talked to several businesses in Selma. They're all super, super interested in doing it. They're just kind of wanting to see how it goes, I guess, wanting to make sure that it's good, that it's going to be good. But it is. And everybody's told me that too. Everybody. As a matter of fact, I've had some people that even when I just went to their business to patronize them, they actually said, hey, can we be a part of this? And so I was like, heck yeah, you can be a part of it. So I gave them all the information. None of those people have called me yet, but I'm sure they will, especially after the first airing. So between now and the 2 weeks from tomorrow, I'm going to be rushing trying to pay for that next episode. Because I want, and at first, I'm kind of thinking this first season, if a couple of plans or a couple of schemes I got going don't work out, I think this first season is going to be me scrambling every week, trying to get that next week's paid for. So, but I will make sure they get paid for, even if I have to pay for them. God, I hope not, because they're expensive. But we're gonna make this first season happen, guys. I promise you, we're gonna make it happen. And it's going to be amazing. It's going to be awesome. I'm so excited about it. The team is excited about it. You need to talk to Terry at the law office. No, John, you need to talk to Terry at the law office. You have a better rapport with him. You definitely need to talk to him. Dude, that is an amazing idea. Call him next week. Call him this week, like tomorrow. Call him. I sent a copy of the new sheet the new sponsor sheet to everybody on our chat, John. So if you'll go there, you'll see that. And then you can get it off of there and save it and then print it out. Or you can send it to him digitally. So yeah, do that. You have a better rapport with Terry than us on the team. So definitely talk to Terry and see if we can't get a whole season paid for. That would be amazing. Oh yeah, don't call him tomorrow. Call him Wednesday. Thank you, Beth. Beth is always so smart about that stuff. She's the one that always comes in and says, "Hey, dumbass, did you look at the calendar?" Yeah, call him Wednesday, John. Definitely. Oh, and also, John, and I think Tom and Lydia are also going to be trying to get some sponsorships going as well. You guys can, that new one, the new sponsor sheet that I just sent out, the last one I just sent out to the CAPI chat, you can use that sheet. You can now actually keep it. You don't even have to save it on your phone. You can keep it in Messenger. Go to a copy place, have a print them out a copy of it, and then take it to whoever you want to do the sponsorship. If it costs you any money, let me know. I'll reimburse you for that, which it's going to cost you money, probably about $1 a copy. I think it's what the going rate is right now. It's $1 a copy. So if you make 10 copies, then just let me know and I'll reimburse you for that. But don't use the one. Use the one that just has the CAPI logo like this on it. Just this one. Don't use the one that has the CAPI and the Alex FM on it. All right, we can't do that. I didn't know that when I created that, but we can't do that. So just use this one, the one that has just this logo on it. All right. But yeah, we're going to get that going. You guys can listen. Just enable it on Alexa. If you don't have an Alexa, then just go to Alex. Let me see how I pulled that up. Let me look real quick because I do not remember. How did I pull that up? I just put in 101.5 FM in Selma, Alabama. And the first thing that's going to pop up is live 101.5 Kicks Country W268BQ.26. These are FCC call letters. You just hit that, and then it takes you to something else. It takes you to the Kicks Country page. There's just go there, and there's a thing there. It says listen live. If you go down to their list down there at the bottom, you can see where it says podcasters and all that good stuff, and it'll take you to their list of podcasters. And then you can go Star Talk. They've got a bunch, guys. They've got a bunch of them on there. The Pitch, Slow Burn, TED Hour. The Joe Rogan Experience is on there. They've got all kinds of little links there to them. So go to those and hit podcast. And they'll give you the different ones on there. So, and we're not on there yet because we haven't done the first one, but we will be really soon. So just go to there, 101.5 Mixed Country, 101.5 in Selma, and it will, and just follow the prompts to the podcast. And if you don't have an Alexa, pick one up. They're super cheap. So I just set it up on Alexa in our kitchen. There you go. It's super cheap, super easy to do. All you do is just tell her, say, hey, enable 101.5 FM. You have to say mix. It's a holiday weekend. Call him Wednesday. Yeah, working on it. Let's see. I will print some for Tommy. It will cost $342.78. Well, I don't know where you printing them from. That's going to cost you $342.78, not me. I just set it up on Alexa in the kitchen. I'm filling jars with homemade barbecue sauce. Ooh, barbecue sauce. Hex to me, yeah. I love barbecue sauce. You need to let me know when my next order is ready. I had an order in with you, but you told me you didn't have something. What is it you did? Oh, my bread and butter. That's it. You didn't have my bread and butter. You got to let me know when that's ready. I'm impatient. I'm just playing. I'm patient. I'm not patient when it comes to your stuff. I'm very impatient, but I will be patient. It's just so damn good. Alrighty. All right, that's it. We do have a CAPI camp coming up in September, but we haven't ironed that out yet. Everything's been kind of geared towards getting this radio show going, so we haven't been able to kind of sit down and talk about that yet. I'm pushing for Chiha, just because it's been a long time since I've been there, and it's really beautiful there. So we'll check that out and see where we're at. And get all that set up and let you guys know. We will be doing another one in the fall, I promise you, or maybe just before fall. Hopefully a couple more, actually, before the last of the year, before the end of the year. Hopefully we'll do a couple more. We're kind of waiting on it to cool down a little bit, because this summer is going to be super hot, because it's already 100 degrees and that plus way into the triple digits in heat index. So, I mean, none of us want to go out there and get destroyed, because that's going to be pretty bad. The heat's going to be pretty amazing. So we will be getting that up. As long as the bathroom isn't a tree, I'm game. All right. Yeah, we'll make sure wherever we go there that they definitely do have bathrooms. But yeah, we'll get that set up and get you guys notified and up to date on all the info and all that good stuff, and we'll have that set up for you. I think that's it. Is there anything else I'm missing, Beth or John? I don't think I'm missing anything else. We did a contest last show, and John won, but then he gave the prize to, I can't remember his name. I know who he is, but I can't remember his name. Isn't that sad? It's Morgan's husband. Michelle, are you still on? I think you're good. Oh, good. Okay, cool. I will be making that order this week, so I'll get that to you. I would have had it if I hadn't missed it live. Michael, yeah, I think that is John. I think it is. No, Matthew. That was it. Matthew, there, he's on too. Hey, Matthew, I didn't know you were on. Yeah, he won a T-shirt. Is that right? He got himself a T-shirt. He sent me everything that he wanted, the size and how he wanted it and all that stuff like that. I'll be getting that mailed out to you, or I'll be getting that ordered. And then as soon as I get it in, I'll get it sent out to you. I'll either bring it to you or mail it to you. Yeah, T-shirt. Yeah. I think he got it and John got it, but John got it first, and so John said just give it to him, which I thought was really cool with John. That was an awesome thing to do. But John's an awesome guy, though. So I love the summer weather, but I do have my limits. Me too, man. Me too. Hey, Katie. Yeah, this heat, man. This heat has been going crazy. It's been too much. Way too damn much. But I am super excited about everything that we got going on. I know this radio station or this radio show is going to be amazing. You guys just make sure you're there for it. Make sure you listen every Saturday night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, on 101.5 out of Selma, Alabama. And we'll get that started up for you guys next weekend. All right. No, it'll be following. It'll be 2 weekends from now. It's one Monday from now, but 2 weekends from now. Yeah, John has 3 of the new shirts. I have 3 or 4 of the new shirts and some hoodies, and yeah, it's the new merch is amazing. It really is. I love it. John, can you throw up the link to that merch page that they can go to if they want to get some merch? Because now you guys don't have to order it through us. You can just go straight to the supplier, and they take care of everything. And we like it that way. We most definitely love it that way. All righty. I think that is everything. Does anybody have anything else? Working on it. Thank you, buddy. I figured you were, even before I asked. You usually are. Because that's how amazing you are. I brag on John a lot, guys. I really do. But that's the reason. There's a reason for it. There's a reason why I brag on my whole team. I haven't never said anything about my team that wasn't true. They are amazing. And so much better at running this than I am. 150,000% better. Way, way, way better than running it than I am. All right, I think that's everything. Thank you, John. There it is. He just popped up that link to the merch page. You can go straight to that page and start ordering. And there you go. They will ship it to you. You can go there and pick it up if you're in the area. I mean, right now we have the t-shirts, the hoodies, the sweatshirts. I'm just looking as I go. We have the It's a Ghost. We have the CAPI Central Alabama Paranormal Investigations. We have the tumblers, which I think are amazing. I'm ordering some of those this week. We got the ceramic coffee cups. We've got the mesh back hats that are just, I love the hats. John has one. That's the first time I've seen the hat in person. Because John has one of them, and I'm definitely getting a hat. I can't wear hats, but I still want a hat. So I really and truly can't wear hats. Oh, there, I forgot the fleece. Yeah, they've got the fleece sweatshirts. We have those in the slate or the black, the gray or the black. You can get the CAPI one or the It's a Ghost theme on all of those. I love that. You have to do a tour of the Stanley. Yeah, she texted me and said she was doing a tour. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. Excuse me. Goodness gracious. I hate when that happens. All right, so let's get started on the show. We have about 30 minutes left. What may we do? And I figured, seeing how we did a lot of talking last show on the history of Selma, because we're going to start the show there, the radio show. I am so sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. So I wanted to go back into the history of paranormal. Sorry, it takes me a long time to type. I tell you what, man, this first radio show is going to be about the real paranormal. And I think that's why I'm so like really meeting the team, and then not only meeting the members of the team, but knowing what the team as well, as far as how we do our investigations, what we believe in, what we don't believe in, what works, what doesn't work, how we're different from most teams. And that's just going to be it's going to be a kind of a get to know kind of thing. It's going to be a get to know thing on each team member, and it's also going to be a get to know on the team itself. And that to me is the reason why I said I wanted to do that. I've asked some members of the team to come up with ideas, and Squirtle's back.
We haven't been playing in the room.
Can you get to Big Boy?
I don't know.
See if you can get Big Boy out.
I'm gonna have to get Mommy.
Okay.
He's running out though.
Hmm?
He just keeps scratching me though.
Oh my goodness. He's trying to crawl around.
Yeah.
I'm sorry guys, that was Squirtle making an appearance. And we're gonna bring out Big Boy too. Let you guys see Big Boy. I wished I could bring out the new snake, but for some reason she got really aggressive. So she likes to bite. She's been biting people. And I don't know if you've ever been bit by a large python, but it really hurts. It really does. It's a pretty painful bite. So we won't be able to bring Devin out. I wanted to, but she's out right now looking at me like I want to bite you. Noodle, I miss my snake instead of squirrel. Right? But I'm so OCD. I'm not OCD.
I still want to do it right now.
Okay, tell her I said never mind. I'll tell her later.
Okay.
Alrighty. But yeah, I don't guess we'll bring out because I don't think I can get to him. And there's a lot of stuff to take off there too, isn't there?
Kind of.
The lamp and all that stuff. So we'll just do it another time. Anyway, I just got the idea. Thank you, Lydia. ADHD.
Whoopsies.
I'm bad ADHD.
I did nothing.
Okay. Shh. Really bad ADHD. I was talking about the real paranormal, and all of a sudden Squirtle came up, and I started talking about the animals. And just a side note, Devin is still out looking at me like she wants to do something bad. She's very aggressive for some reason. It's nothing like Ka was. Ka was very sweet and never bit anybody. But Devin is a biter. She likes to bite. So it would be funny for you guys to see her come out and bite me on the head or the cheek, but it wouldn't be funny for me because it would be very painful. It hurts a lot when they do that. But she's getting big. She's not as big as Ka at her age, but she is getting pretty big. But back to what we were talking about. Now that I've got that off my chest. I have ADHD and jump from one conversation to another myself. I'm so bad about it, Andrew. I really am. I'm super bad about it. All right, but yeah, Beth is too. I mess with Beth on that too. We'll be talking somewhere, and I'll say squirrel because she'll jump from one thing to another. We all do that. But I'm really bad about it. I really am. It's hard for me to focus sometimes. We all a big happy family. That's right. But that's, you guys have heard me say this before, that's why I do what I do, and that's why CAPI does what CAPI does. That's why our team does what we do. Is because we want to get the real paranormal out there and let people know what it really is, instead of it being raped and destroyed and dramatized and everything over the mass media and everything. Like, it gets me that every time someone wants to talk about the paranormal is usually around Halloween. That's when people want to talk about the paranormal. That's whenever the radio stations want us to come and talk. It's around Halloween. And I mean, I'm like, why? The paranormal's here every day. It's something that's on my mind. I have since I was 8 years old. That's all I thought about. And when I see an old building or something, I want to go and investigate it. We went to a little small town off of 65 North this past weekend, and went to a little thrift store in this little small town. And when we pulled up, I said, this used to be something like a school or maybe a daycare or something. And come to find out, when we got inside, we found out it used to be a hospital. It was an old hospital. And so I was like, man, I'd love to investigate this. And I started to talk to the lady that was working there. I don't know if she owned it or she was just working there or whatever. I don't think she owned it, because at one time she said they will be closed on the 4th. So that doesn't sound like she owns it. That sounds like she works for somebody, and she said they will be closed on the 4th. So, but I started to ask her, if they have any type of activity or anything like that, any weird stuff happening or anything like that. I walked through this long hospital corridor, and each room was now, instead of being a hospital room, it was now a flea market room. That, one room had women's clothes, one room had toys, one room was dedicated to nothing but Christmas stuff, one room was dedicated to nothing but men's shoes, one room was dedicated to nothing but baby items. And as I walked through there by myself and went into some of these rooms, I was like, there was a couple of rooms that had kind of like a heavy feel to it, and so I was like, man, I'd really like to get in here and investigate just to see what we find, just to see if we find anything. But that's the paranormal to me is an everyday thing. It's not just something I hear about on television and say, hey, this will be fun, or it's not something I think about whenever it's time to go buy a costume for the kids, so they can go trick-or-treating. It's something that I love, and it's something that I hopefully will, not hopefully, but definitely, I'll be in the paranormal until the day I die. Corey and John have said that they're going to be wheeling me into investigations in a wheelchair or a stretcher. But that's probably true, because sometimes I tell the team, I'm like, I don't know if I can do it anymore, guys. I'm just about to the point where I just can't do it no more. I'm going to have to leave it to you guys. And they're all like, yeah, whatever. You're not going anymore. You've said that so many times. And they're right. I have. But I'll get home and get to hurting, and I'll be like, yeah, this is not for me. Or even on investigation, sometimes I'll get on investigation, I can't breathe, or my knee or my ankle hurts so much I can't move. And I'll be like, yeah, I'm not going to do this much longer, guys. And they're like, yeah, whatever. And John and Corey have always made the comment that we're going to be pushing you in a wheelchair around investigations, or a gurney. We're going to have you laying on a gurney going to an investigation. So as I'm a piece of equipment instead of an investigator. But I do love the fact that I have the team now to where if I don't get to go, everything's handled. I now have a team lead. I have several lead investigators, very seasoned, very trained, and it's amazing to me where the team has gotten from where the team started. What all has happened with CAPI since we started. Oh my gosh, guys. That's to me a better topic for tonight, because we started CAPI because we kept seeing all these teams and all these television shows and all these movies and stuff about the paranormal, and we started CAPI so that we could do the investigations, help people out, be there to help people, not to make money, not to become famous, not to charge a fee or get our name or, on a show or online or anything like that. We did it to help people, to be a lighthouse in the sea of crap, and we wanted to have some sort of service, some sort of team that was there for the sole purpose of celebrating the paranormal and investigating to help people. That's what we were shooting for, was to investigate to help people, not help the dead. Sometimes we do that too, but not help ourselves for sure. But to help people, to someone that people could call on and they could trust. And so where did we start our show? Or not our show, but our team? Selma, Alabama. Selma, Alabama was in such negative regard. They did this big thing there, and they had done some investigations with this fly-by-night team that was crap. I knew everybody on the team, and every one of them had tried to come on our team and didn't make it. And there was 2 teams that came up right after us. One of it, which is still around today. One I don't think is around anymore, but one is still up there. And both of those teams, 100% of their starting team of their investigators were people that had gone through the CAPI class and applied to be investigators with CAPI and failed for one reason or another, just didn't make it. Somebody on the team didn't like this person the way they did this. This person had a reputation of doing this. This person didn't really care about the paranormal, just wanted to get out there and play. We were trying to build a team, and we weren't trying to be snobs. We weren't trying to say we're better than you or we know more than you or anything like that. As a matter of fact, the person that started the first team after CAPI knew a hell of a lot more than I did. It probably still does. I'm breaking up on your end. Or are you just looking for a reason to get off? I think that's probably what it is. She's just looking for a reason. This Beth, she does this stuff. Whatever, Beth. I think it might be your phone. You're breaking up. Yep. I can't hear it. Yeah. Okay, Beth. Sorry you're having phone trouble. Sorry about that. You have a good night and happy 4th to you too, babe. Sorry you can't hear what. My journey for the paranormal started when I was at least 6. Yeah, mine started when I was 8. Insane. No, I really think I am breaking up because on my screen, not the recording that I'm doing, but the PC screen where I'm watching the show as I'm recording it or streaming it, is real pixelated. So I do apologize for that. There's been a really bad storm here today, and it's just now starting to clear out. So that's probably what did that to you. I'm sorry, Beth, that happened. If it happened. But and plus those storms are headed their way too, so that's another thing. That storm that came through here and wreaked havoc is now on its way up that way. So yeah, but that we weren't trying to be an elite team of anything. We were trying to be in the team of elite. I wanted passionate people. I wanted a team that was passionate about the paranormal, not passionate about getting famous, and not passionate about going on television or starting a YouTube show or a radio show or whatever, or going off and doing investigations and charging people money for it. I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for passionate people, and we went through so many at one time, guys. You aren't gonna believe this. I think I've said it on here before, but at one time, CAPI had 30 plus people on the team at one time. Back in the day, CAPI at one time, and I'd say that not at one time as in at one time back in the 1990s, but at one time, all at one time, we had over 30 people on the team at one time. And it was horrible. It was so bad. I had some really good investigators. I really did. I had some not so great investigators, but some people that I thought would definitely come around with training and experience. And that's what I wanted to do. That was my whole mindset whenever I just kind of threw open the gate and said, y'all come in. And we still handpicked everyone. And we were still very picky about who we put on. But and some bad eggs made it through. They always do. You know, I mean, that'll happen again, probably, unfortunately. Um, you know, you think you know someone and you let them on the team, and then you get to know them and you're like, I don't know about this guy or this girl, you know. I don't know. Thankfully, everybody we got right now, I don't have to worry about that with because they've been there so long, and we've got 2 new ones on there that are just haven't been with us for a while too. But I mean, it does happen, and so we did have some bad eggs on there. And the biggest problem that I ran into in the beginning with having that many people on the team is we'd have investigations, and what I would do is per the investigation is who I sent on that investigation. If the client called me and told me this, and this is happening, and we had to do this, and this, I would look back at my team and say, who is good at this, and this? Who's good at doing EVPs? Who's really good at the video? Who's really good at provoking, or who's good at leading a team, and you know, stuff like that. And so I'd say to that person, all 30 people couldn't go on a 2-bedroom house, 1,500 square feet, obviously. You know, I mean, we'd be on top of each other. So, and it wasn't that kind of party. No. But we would ask that, you know, certain people would go on investigations. And sometimes it would happen that I would try to break up investigators. The people that I had in specialty fields, I would keep most of them, depending on what the issue was with that investigation, that particular place. But investigators, I'd try to break them up. I'd say, okay, this person, and this person went on the last one along with this team. So I'm going to use this person on this one with this team. And so it came about where sometimes the same people were going on multiple investigations in a row, and other people were getting their feelings hurt. I was like, it's not my fault. I didn't assign them because of that. I assigned them because of what they do and what they're good at. And I would love to assign you to do that as well, but you've got to get good at something. You got to get good at doing this. And the way to do that is go on investigations, get that experience. So it just became logistically a nightmare. So we broke it down over the course of a few months. We were able to get it broke down and get some people out of there. And luckily for me, and yes, I say luckily, about that time is whenever a couple of people wanted to go off and do other things with other teams. And so people say, well, that's not lucky because you had people leave. Well, they were people that we really didn't want anyway. There was those bad eggs that accidentally made it through, and they went off and with other teams. And of the several that did that, the teams they went to are no longer operating, so that I know of. So now we have a team to where this team that I have now, and y'all have heard me brag about them before, but they're just, wow. When I say Tom is good at videography and handling the equipment, I don't mean that that he is, that's just a good thing for him to do. You know, that he was a good person to put into that. I mean, that's what he was destined to do. He's just a great organizer. He's just an amazing, intelligent, awesome man that is great for that position. When I say Beth is the best case manager I've ever had, I don't say that lightly because I've had some damn good case managers in the past, but nothing like Beth. Beth is like amazing with people. That was her job. She was destined to be a case manager. If she was ever destined to be on a team, then that was the job she was destined. She was actually hired on as something else. She was hired on as a case manager. We hired her on for something totally different. But then after we got to know her and see what she offered and how intelligent she was, we were like, awesome, Lydia, good. We were like, yeah, she's definitely case material, 100% case material, case management material. And so we put her in that position, and she has exploded ever since. John came on the team and very quickly became the case or the team manager. Very quickly. He's just, who's the new investigators? Do I know them? Yes, you know them. I should have announced that during the upcoming events or new events too. I forgot about that. You should have reminded me, John. Let's welcome Lydia and Preston to the team. They are our newest investigators in training. Lydia and Preston are now. Is Preston listening right now, Lydia, or is he asleep? I was driving. Yeah, whatever. Some kind of excuse. You're as bad as Beth with her whole, it's breaking up on my end. Yeah. He's listening. Awesome. Well, we want to welcome you guys to the team. We're looking forward to investigating with you guys and training you and watching you grow and experience and grow in levels and spending many, many years with you guys. We love Lydia and Preston, and we're super, super, super excited about them coming onto the team as investigators in training. Thank y'all. I'm so excited. Yes, we're excited for you guys too. So thank you for reminding me about that. I completely forgot. Excuse me. So I'm glad we ran across this couple because they're pretty amazing. And the best part is Lydia cooks like freaking Martha Stewart. Martha Stewart would look at Lydia and say, "Damn." There ain't a thing in this world that woman can't make. Bake, can, cook, whatever. We'll make her the team chef. What? You need chefs? Some of these investigations are long, man. Gotta have somebody out there cooking for us. Hell. Judge me. I'm a fat man. I need food to survive. But that's what you got to do. You got to, don't worry about the hate that you don't want, because you're going to have the oh, by the way, our pickle quarts are buy one get one for $4 through the month of July. Well, you know I want them. I'm still waiting. You never did answer me about my bread and butters. Are they in yet? See, she got me. She got me on that ADHD crap again. But that's what you got to do. You got to build your team and get it to where you want it. As far as passionate people, you're going to go through some bads. You're going to have to cut a lot of thorns before you get to the roses. I promise you. And it sucks. It really does. I can't stand firing people off the team. Firing a volunteer is the worst thing in the world. Firing an employee, I've been in management for a long time, guys. A long, long time. That's one of my degrees is in business management. And I've been in it for a long time. The first person I fired, I offered him money. I offered to loan him money. But then after that, I told my boss that next day, I told him how hard that was for me to do. And he said, let me tell you something. He said, if you hadn't fired him, I'd have fired you. He was bringing us down. He was doing wrong. He didn't do the job the way we wanted it done. That reflects on you as his leader, as his direct leader. Then that's who I'm looking at as you for his failure is you, not him. You look at him for his failure, and that's why you fired him. But I look at you as his leader, his in command. Why were you not doing your job to keep him going and motivated to do the right thing? So he said, if you hadn't fired him, I'd have fired you. And then fired him and put 2 more people in that I could trust and have in good standing. And so I got to thinking about it. I said, wait a minute, if he's not doing his job, he's making me look bad. So now he's affecting my food on my table. That changed for me. That changed everything for me. I was like, okay, I'm all in. If you work for me or work with me and you're under me and I got to fire you, I don't have a problem with it. I don't have a problem with it at all. Because if you got to get fired, I'm not going to fire anybody that's not doing their job, that is doing their job and doing it well. I would never do that. So if you're getting fired, that's for a reason. But a volunteer, it's hard to fire a volunteer. It really is, especially whenever they're as close knit as we are. Y'all, the last person I had to ask to leave the team, I cried, they cried. It was horrible. It was so horrible. So very horrible. I did not want to do it. And that's the sucky part about being a leader, is sometimes you got to do that. But you're going to go through a lot of thorns before you get to the roses. The roses that are on this team, there was a lot of thorns that had to be cut to get to these guys. They really are. So you're going to have to really, really buckle up. Get people as passionate as you are. Don't be afraid to cut those thorns because they're just in your way. cut them, you're going to get to the roses if you cut the thorns. I promise you, without a scratch on you. If you cut those thorns and keep moving forward, you're going to get there. Not a problem. And you're going to end up with a team like we have right now, full of passionate, dedicated, amazing people that I would step in front of a bus for any one of them without second thoughts. And that's where you're going to get the everything. That's where you're going to get the results that CAPI has gotten. From where we were to where we are now is amazing. We're fixing to start a radio show, guys. I can't get that in my head. I really can't. I keep telling myself. So that's a dream I've had for many, many years. Even outside the paranormal, I've dreamed about doing something on radio. And we've worked with other radio stations to get that happening, but it just didn't work out. It just didn't happen. And so I'm excited about where we're going with this. I really am. And I think it's going to be huge. I really do. I think it's going to be big, big, big. And I think it has potential of just blowing up and just being something amazing. So I really, really do. So I'm going to be kicking butt in the next few months, trying to get each episode paid for and sponsored and running and make sure everything goes well and just making sure it's smooth as silk and getting it out there. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing too. Kicking butt and kicking pavement. That's what I'm going to be doing. It's kicking pavement and just knocking on doors. And that's what we got to do until we get it established. And then once it's established, then the people will come to me, because that's what we had to do with CAPI. We had to go and look. We had to go knock on doors. We had to get our name out there. We had people to know who we were. And now Beth's told me many a times, I'll kill you if you go. I'll kill you if you try to go look for investigations. I can't handle the ones that's coming in without us looking. We don't go look for investigations anymore. We don't have to do that. They come to us. They contact us. We don't go there. That's why we had to stop investigating for a little while, because we've got to be able to keep up with the flow. And like tonight, when we had Tammy on earlier, she was saying, hey, you guys still haven't given me my stuff. I know we hadn't, darling. I really do. And we're trying, I promise you. It's just we're so far behind. And so I guess that's the price of being popular. So we'll have them after the 5th. Okay, cool. And the caramel apple as well. I think Polar Bear and Corey got the last jar at camp. Yeah, I want some of that caramel apple. But you have to put the team first above the love you have for the individual. Absolutely. And that's hard to do, John. It really is. It's very, very hard to do. But in the long and short of it, that's what you got to do. And that's what got me through the last time is I was just like, I just had to finally decide that, hey, this is what's best for the team. This doesn't have anything to do with me. It doesn't have anything to do with that individual. It has to do with the team. That's what you got to think about. It's the team. Hopefully we'll have that power run soon. We'll have that power run soon. We'll do case study. Yeah. We need to do case studies even before y'all do that, get that power ran. We need to do that soon, like very soon. But I'm going to get with the team this week on starting that back up. So we got to get that done. All right, guys. Well, I think that's it for tonight. Just remember, if you want to start a team, or if you want to start investigating on your own, go for the passion first. Go for the hard work. Go for the pavement pounding and the door knocking. And integrity has to come first. Amen. It does, John. Absolutely. But go for that. Go for the and don't be afraid to beat that pavement and out there. And you'll get it if you keep passion alive in your team, and you keep the people that are dedicated to you and the team, and trustworthy, honorable, amazing, intelligent people. Then it's always going to pay off. 100% of the time, it will pay off. 100% of the time, I promise you it will. I'm living proof of that it will pay off 100% of the time. because it has with CAPI. If you want the proof, just look at us. We didn't start off like this. We didn't start off running the team like it's running now. It took a lot of work to get us here. A lot of work to get CAPI to where it is today. And I'm so happy about where it is today. It's an amazing team, amazing people, and with a great reputation and credibility, everything. Treat your team like family. Like family, we are family. Yep, we are family, and that's what you do. You treat your team like family. Our team knows that it's them first, above everything. And our first rule of our team is your job, your family, and your God come first before CAPI ever does. Job, God, family come before CAPI 100% of the time. And if someone can't do this and this, or this investigation, or this broadcast, or this stream because they got to work that night, then they go work. There's no hard feelings. Nobody says, hey, if I say, hey, John, I can't do the show tonight. Can you do the YouTube show for me tonight? I got to work tonight. I'm not going to say, okay, John, I'll find someone who's more dedicated to the team, I guess. And he knows that. One, I'm not going to find anybody more dedicated to the team. But, yeah, not necessarily in the order I said it, but yeah. But I'm going to tell John, okay, no problem. I'll either do it or we won't do it. I'll find someone to do it. I'll do it or we won't do it. John, it always comes before. Health, yeah, health definitely is in there too. Health is kind of like family. It's there. You know, if you get sick, you got to be there for your family. You know, so. But thank you guys. I love you. I know I keep saying we're going to get this done, and I swear I'm trying. I really am. I've got to get I'm going to very soon purchase a new camera and see if that helps. And I'm going to delete. I think John suggested delete anything and everything camera out of this system. Put the brand new camera, not a used camera, but a brand new, never before used camera on here, and then run it on that, and then load that and see if that helps. And that's what we're going to try next. I would have had it done this week, but I just didn't have the money. We had a lot of stuff we wanted to do this week. We needed to rent a trailer for a reason. We needed to buy some stuff for an upcoming event. I needed to order some stuff, and we needed a new camera for the PC, a new webcam, and we couldn't do it because I didn't have the money. I mean, that's just the way it is. For reasons unspeakable right now. But Hub can come look at it for you anytime he wants to. Yeah, I don't have a problem with that, Lydia. Anytime. But I love you guys. Thank you so much for making it another great show. Can't wait to see you next week. Next week, hopefully, I'll be. Next week I'll be telling you about the next day. We'll be talking a lot about the radio show next week, definitely, because that'll be the show. The next day will be the show. No, wait a minute. The Monday. Oh, it's a week from this Monday. Yeah, so yeah, we'll be still got another show before the radio show. So, and then once we get that started and get it going and the way we want it to, then we're going to change up this format and how we do this and everything. We're going to do the podcast and the Q&A and all that stuff and everything. John and Stephanie have all that planned on how we're going to do that. And I just sit in front of the camera and talk. That's it. And when they say go, I go. I'm the monkey that performs. But I love you guys so much. Can't wait to see you next week. Please, sometimes this week, do me a huge favor. I don't care if it's a friend, family member, or someone you meet on the street. Make at least one person smile, because that's exactly what we need the most of, is more smiles right now. I love you guys so much. I want you to have a paranormal week, and we'll see you next Sunday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. Good night.